HDMI on a 13-inch laptop is pretty impressive, especially one as thin and light as this one. Yeah, which is pretty nice. The hinge design, which is this ASUS lifting thing. Yeah, that right there. Where like when you open the laptop, it's like it raises the keyboard a little bit. It's supposed to enhance the typing experience, which is already quite terrible given this keyboard. But it doesn't really make a difference. It's like a centimeter or two. I mean, come on. And it's also supposed to improve airflow, which doesn't really make sense considering the fan output, like I said, is on the screen. Yeah, but the hinge is a cool concept that could be improved upon in future models, and you know, to make sense with how the fans are designed. Another good thing about this laptop is that while I did hate on this keyboard a lot, the button presses are pretty satisfying. I mean, I type pretty aggressively, but I do like the way these keys like feel, whoops, when you like press them. They have like a bite to them. It's pretty satisfying. Pretty good for, like I said, a clamshell. And the actually the backlight for this is pretty solid. Like you can see everything pretty clearly. Looks very nice and sleek. And yeah, the touchpad is pretty solid actually. It's also it's pretty responsive too. ASUS did a thing with their previous Zenbooks where they had like a screen in this touchpad, which honestly just seemed like a gimmick. I mean, I actually had a laptop before this, which was that Zenbook with the screen in it, but I ended up returning it because it was just, I mean, it was, like I said, it's just some gimmick, it's just some novelty that you end up with, because you have to put that screen in the touchpad, you end up with a less precise touchpad, you also end up with less battery life, and that screen was overall impractical for like your average user, and just the programs are just glitchy as hell. So whenever you see like new technology implemented like that, it's never smooth sailing the first time around. But let me see. Oh, but something that is cool. So when they ditched this screen, instead they implemented a nice glass touchpad, and they added a numpad that's has like these backlights on them, so you can see where the numbers are, and it looks very nice. It looks very clean, very futuristic, and you know, it's actually very responsive. Although I didn't really see myself ever actually using it. It is cool to show off, and like I said, it looks very classy and futuristic. I mean, better than nothing, I suppose. But yeah, so good touchpad. That numpad is pretty cool. Oh, and like the specs of this laptop. This one that I have, I can do like the whole little YouTuber pan. The specs on this bad boy, we're running at a Intel 11th gen Tiger Lake i7 processor. I don't remember the exact letters and numbers it was. It was like G1157, something like that. But it's an 11th gen Tiger Lake processor, i7, running at 2.80 gigahertz. I think it was like 4.7 turbo boosted, whatever that means. That's pretty cool though. Pretty good specs. Graphics, you get integrated Intel Xe graphics. So for, like I said, a small laptop, pretty good. But, and yeah, other YouTubers can, and they've been like spouting these kind of stuff for ages. I'm sure they can do it better than I can. But I don't know, at the end of the day, even if the specs are nice, if it's hard to use a laptop, what's the point of using it? I don't really want an i9 on a 250 nit display. Do you know what I'm saying? Speaking of nits, while this OLED display is annoying to your eyes, it's really bright. I think it was like 400 nits advertised, which isn't always, you know, exactly what it is. I don't have like any measuring tool or anything like that, but it is very bright. But I've seen I've read some things saying that like getting a brighter screen is easier on an OLED rather than like an LCD screen. But you know, that makes sense given the technology. So yeah, that is pretty good. That bright display. But yeah, that's about it for all the things I've written down. And it sucks because, you know, the specs, everything on paper seems really good. You know, it looks really nice. It's OLED, you know, all these like buzzwords that make it sound really nice. It's light, 2.5 pounds. But it's like those little things, you know, that the average user really notices, like the headphone jack, you know, like the keyboard being super cramped, the Wi-Fi adapter, like I said, probably just my model. And there's also like so many other things that like I could complain about. I'm already like complaining about a whole bunch of nonsense, you know, like the the webcam quality sucks, but all laptop webcam quality sucks. And yeah, there's a lot of things I could probably do on my end to fix the software issues, like reinstalling Windows, but it doesn't make sense that I spent, you know, $1,000 on a premium laptop just for me to do all the effort on my end to fix it. But yeah, like I said, the little things, they all add up for the average user. You'd probably end up happier with like a $500 laptop, like a little, I guess, like an idea pad, something that doesn't look as premium, but you definitely get like you know, the quality things like you would like a good typing experience, decent display, you know, a webcam cover would be nice, headphone jack, you know, a better screen, you know, an OLED screen on a premium display, just hard to type, hard to study. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, whoever's watching. And yeah, good luck to me. I'm gonna return this bad boy. Actually, this good boy. He's not bad at all. Gonna return this good boy for a Lenovo Yoga 9i. It was on sale at Best Buy. Decided to just bite the bullet because it had everything that seems good on paper. And who knows, if it sucks, you'll see me again. All right.